Leonardo da Vinci wasn't simply a genius in the way we usually imagine one. He wasn't just highly intelligent, skilled, or talented. He was something far more complex, a mind that treated reality itself as an open-ended psychological experiment. To understand Leonardo, you don't start with his paintings. You start with his way of thinking. Leonardo believed that the world was not something to be accepted, but something to be decoded. Every shadow, every movement, every sound carried hidden information. Where most people saw a surface, he saw a system underneath it. From a psychological perspective, this reveals an extreme form of epistemic curiosity, the deep internal drive to understand how and why things work, not for reward, but for the satisfaction of knowing itself. This kind of curiosity doesn't fade with age. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't settle. It consumes. Leonardo's notebooks are proof of this. Thousands of pages filled with fragmented thoughts, sketches, questions, and observations. There's no clear structure, no linear story, just a mind in motion. One moment he's studying the flow of water in a river, the next, the curl of a woman's hair, then the mechanics of a bird's wing, then the geometry of a spiral. Psychologically, this reflects a brain that didn't think in straight lines. It thought in networks. Modern psychologists would call this associative thinking, the ability to connect ideas across different domains. For Leonardo, anatomy wasn't just biology. It was art. Physics wasn't just numbers. It was movement, beauty, and emotion. Engineering wasn't just function. It was imagination given structure. This is why he couldn't separate creativity from logic. In his mind, they were the same thing, expressed in different forms. But this kind of thinking comes with a cost. Leonardo was notoriously slow. Projects stretched over years. Patrons grew impatient. Deadlines were missed. From the outside, it looked like disorganization. But psychologically, it points to something deeper, a mind that struggled with cognitive closure. Leonardo didn't want to finish things. He wanted to understand them completely. And complete understanding in his mind never truly arrived. Take the Mona Lisa. He worked on it for years, carrying it with him from city to city, refining tiny details no one else would ever notice. The curve of a smile, the softness of a shadow, the way skin blended into air. This level of attention suggests a form of perceptual sensitivity, an unusually heightened awareness of subtle changes in light, shape, and expression. His brain wasn't just seeing the world, it was zooming into it. And this ties into one of Leonardo's most fascinating psychological traits. His obsession with the human face. He didn't just paint faces, he studied them. He watched how emotions moved across them, how joy lifted muscles, how sorrow softened eyes, how thought itself seemed to shift the shape of a person's expression. In modern terms, this reflects a high level of empathic intelligence, the ability to sense and interpret emotional states in others. Leonardo wasn't only interested in what people looked like. He wanted to know what they were experiencing internally. This is why his portraits feel alive. They don't look frozen in time. They look like they're in the middle of a thought. But Leonardo didn't just observe emotions. He observed himself. His mirrored handwriting, writing from right to left, wasn't just a quirk. It reflects a deep sense of psychological privacy. He treated his inner world as something sacred, something not meant to be easily accessed. He lived in a time of political tension, religious authority, and social expectations. Yet his mind moved freely across boundaries most people wouldn't dare to cross. He questioned established knowledge. He challenged tradition. He trusted observation over belief. This suggests a strong internal locus of control, the belief that truth comes from personal experience and investigation, not from external authority. Leonardo didn't ask, "What am I supposed to think?" He asked, "What is actually true?" This made him both admired and isolated. Socially, he was known to be polite, charming, and refined. But he kept a certain distance, a layer of mystery. He rarely revealed his full thoughts, even to those close to him. Psychologically, this kind of distance often appears in highly introspective individuals. When your inner world is vast, complex, and constantly active, the outer world can start to feel slow, shallow, or limiting. Leonardo didn't feel lonely in his own mind. He felt occupied. Another key trait was his relationship with time. Leonardo moved through life at a different pace than the world around him. While others rushed to complete tasks, he lingered on moments. He watched how clouds formed, how smoke curled, how water rippled when disturbed. This reflects what modern psychology might call a flow-oriented mind, someone who becomes deeply absorbed in observation and creation, losing awareness of external pressure, deadlines, and even themselves. For Leonardo, attention wasn't something you gave briefly, it was something you inhabited. And then there's the contradiction at the heart of his psychology. He was both deeply idealistic and intensely practical. He dreamed of human flight, mechanical nights, and massive architectural systems. Yet he also studied mud, decay, and the mechanics of death. He dissected corpses. He drew bones, organs, and muscles with clinical precision. This balance between imagination and realism reflects a mind that refused to escape into fantasy alone. He wanted dreams to be built on truth. Psychologically, this is a rare combination of high openness to experience and strong analytical discipline. Most people lean toward one or the other. Leonardo lived in both at once. He wasn't chasing greatness, he was chasing completeness. At his core, Leonardo da Vinci seemed driven by one central psychological need, to feel aligned with how the world truly works, not how it appears, not how it's explained, but how it actually functions beneath the surface. This is why his legacy feels timeless, because he didn't create for his era. He created for the human mind itself. And maybe the most powerful lesson from Leonardo's psychology isn't about talent, intelligence, or even creativity. It's about attention. He gave the world the rarest thing a human can offer, his full, undivided, relentless curiosity. A mind that never stopped asking, a mind that never settled, a mind that looked at reality and quietly said, "There's more here, I just have to see it."